and I just summited Mount Kinabalu last week. If you're planning to hike Mount Kinabalu, this video will tell you everything you need to know, from how hard the hike really is to how much it costs. So if Mount Kinabalu is on your bucket list, this guide is for you. We booked our climbing package on December 1st last year on Sabah Park's website. We chose the Hostel, which cost 508 Malaysian ringgit. This package includes one night stay at the hostel, 3 meals, climbing permit, insurance and service charge. After we managed to book our preferred date, we started hiking every week as training. You need to check in through the link in the email within 5 days before the hike. On the day before hiking, we handed over 1 copy of our photocopied IC and a printed indemnity form. We also paid 15 ringgit per person for transportation fee from Kinabalu HQ office to Timbohon Gate, and 350 ringgit for mountain gate fee to be shared among a maximum of 5 people. On the hiking day, you'll receive a tag with your name on it. It has to be worn at all times throughout the hike and also during mealtime. We weighed our luggage accordingly and paid for the portal fee. I also rented the hiking pole for 15 ringgit. After that, we hopped onto the van and traveled 5 km to reach the starting point. And our journey begins. After a short briefing by our mountain guide Agus, we started our hiking journey. On day 1, we'll be walking 6 km starting at Timbohon Gate up until Panalaban. The journey consists mostly of stairs, with 1 shelter at every km stop where you could rest and go toilet. This was what I packed and wore for day 1. I wanted to keep it light and breathable, so I wore a sports bra, a jersey, knee guards, hiking pants, and hiking shoes. I also packed a raincoat and a power bank in my hiking bag. I could actually feel the lower oxygen level here compared to my usual hiking training at sea level. Every step feels heavier than usual, and I kept trying to breathe deeper. We were advised to go slowly. 1 km per hour is good enough. Rest at every stop, but not for too long. Honestly, every km felt like a year to me. It took way longer than usual to move forward than I expected. I just focused on my breathing and moving at my own pace. I took altitude sickness pills a day before the hike as prescribed by pharmacists to prevent any symptoms that would affect my hike. For quick energy, I packed Snickers, crackers, and bread. I also brought electrolyte jelly, which helped a lot when I felt tired or dehydrated. And of course, 1.5 liters of water. It's important to stay hydrated and have a snack whenever you feel it's necessary. I think it kind of forced me to pay full attention to my own body and how I was feeling. It was even tougher as the altitude increases.
有什么感觉？还好，我很累耶，很惨耶。继续加油。
I can hardly breathe, and at one point at KM 426, I felt a little dizzy and had to chew a Snickers bar and have some power gel.
One more km to go.
Although it felt like forever, we eventually made it at Panalaban after 6 hours.
I can't believe I did it. It's really, really tough. Out of breath the entire trip, so I'm glad I made it.
Yay!
Next, we checked into our hostel and have a rest before dinner buffet starts at 4:30 p.m. You can also buy postcards and drop it into the highest post box in Malaysia. The water in the shower is ice cold, so I decided to just wipe my body clean instead of showering. The temperature also drops as the sun goes down, so I put on my heat tech turtleneck, pants and socks, windbreaker and hiking pants for the next day. Dinner was amazing, the food was delicious, and I loved the black pepper lamb. I went to bed at 6:11 p.m. Woke up the next day and got ready at 1:30 a.m. Had my breakfast and started the summit push. It's necessary to wear a head torch and gloves for rope pulling. We started off with stairs. I felt even more out of breath than I was yesterday and was going super slow, taking 1 breath for each step. As the altitude increases, we slowly entered the rope pulling region. It wasn't too hard, but I only managed to move at a very slow pace or I'll be breathing difficultly. As you reach the Sayat checkpoint, you'll have to show your permit to the person in charge to clock in. And then, a long road awaits. It took a long walk to finally be able to see the Lowe's Peak. It really shocked me how small the lights are on the peak. It meant I still have a long way to go, when I'm already very exhausted. No choice but to chew on my Snickers and get going. We arrived just when the sun began to rise. Queue up for the photo spot, got my shot, and started descending slowly while being mesmerized by the spectacular view at the top. As we were descending, the UV ray was really strong, and I regretted not bringing a cap. The temperature also feels hot, so I had to take off my heat tech turtleneck on the way down. We arrived back to the hostel at 9:09 a.m., packed our bags and headed to the restaurant for breakfast. Checkout time and buffet breakfast closing time is before 10:30 a.m. We started our descent from Panalaban at 10:15 a.m. Descending felt easier for me, at least I wasn't so out of breath. And then it started raining at the last 2 km, making it harder to move forward. I was moving slower to avoid sleeping. The last km felt like forever. My legs stopped listening. It was so exhausting, and we finally made it back to the Timpohon gate. Took the van back to the office and got our colored certificate for 10 ringgit. And that's it. The journey has come to an end. I'm eternally grateful for my teammates, my guide, and the weather for being kind to us, and myself for the determination and never giving up. I was in a full-on survival mood throughout the hike, and honestly, it has changed my perspective on things in my life. If I'm able to climb to the peak of Mount Kinabalu, maybe hard times in life isn't that hard anyway. If you're going to climb it soon, I wish you all the best and hope my tips help. Thanks for watching!